Welcome to DK Champ. I want to go over my results from last night. All these guys were the guys that I told you about. I had multiple lineups in the quarter entry. I lost a quarter in that round. I did the single entry I thought was my best lineup, and that was 274. Won 325 off a dollar. I had the tiers contest at 125 at one. Had 291 points on that one. I played a double up, which I won with 274, $6. I had, $4 in entries, won 5, had a dollar, won a dollar, or won 2. And I won all my double ups yesterday with the lineup that I showed you, and then I won several GPPs, just kind of enough to break even and win a little bit. And this prime time was from the night before football. So that's what I've done in NBA this past couple days, and we'll take a look at what I have for tonight. Tonight's slate is going to be a tricky one because it is only 4 games. I'll show you some of the people that I like, and then some of the people that you should take a look at closer to lock time. And the way I've already made a few lineups, 6 of them that I've created, just kind of messing around. And I'll show you the guys that I like as a high-end position, and then I'll show you the guys that I like at the to save some money. So the guys that I'm liking here, I think Wall's got a really good opportunity here, but you never know what kind of game this is going to be against Atlanta. If it's a blowout, then you want to fade Wall, but he is in a good position in this game. But I like to play the mid guys. I think they have a better chance of reaching value than the high dollar guys, and they do it more often, so I try to shoot for those. So Ball is going to be my mid-tier guy that I like the best at 65. Still playing for, picking up minutes from Ingram, and he's also picking up minutes from Rondo. So he should still be in the game, be a good factor in this game against Brooklyn, and I like him a lot at the point guard position. So going down, a value pick that I like here is going to be Monty Morris, and he'll be in several of my lineups. He should be able to play. He should be a pretty good, solid person for you to have in this position. So moving down to shooting guards, my favorite is going to be Bill. He is playing Atlanta again, but usually he'll stay in the game when Wall will come out, and I like Bill for that matter. Going down for another mid-tier guy is Bazemore. He's been pretty lights out. He's getting some extra minutes, and he's taking advantage of it. I like him a lot. Moving down, we talked about Monty Morris, and then my other value pick is going to be way down here in Torrey Craig. Should be starting tonight. The latest that I saw, he drew another start. Gary Harris is out, and he was able to start. Gary Harris is out again, so I'm thinking Craig's going to be able to get in there at 36. He'll definitely be able to reach value. I think he's a must-play. Get him in your lineup. So we'll go down to small forward. Most of my options here are value guys. I do like LeBron if you can fit him in. I like Kuzma if you can fit him in. Bazemore if you can fit him in. But there's so much value here, it's kind of tough to even look at. But Ariza, I think, is going to make an impact at Washington. He is starting. Not sure if he's going to be the 3 or 4, but either way, Ariza should be able to get some points. And at 46, he's worth it in a starting role. And then the other person that I'm liking at small forward is going to be Jeff Green. Had a monster game last night for 48, or he was only 44 then, and 35 points. Should be able to get those same amount of minutes tonight. Like him a lot in this position. So we'll go down to power forward. My favorite pick of the night is going to be John Collins. He's just been lights out since he's been back, and I'm really excited for him. And against Washington, I think this is going to be a perfect situation for him. I like to play bigs against Washington. They're hurt, they're down, they always give up a lot of points to bigs, and that's why I like him here. So I'll be playing him in most of my lineups, cash and GPP. And then my value pick at power forward, I don't really have. There's one that I'll show you that is interesting, and that is I don't even know how to say his name here from Brooklyn, but for 4,000, if Crab is, let's see, if Crab is out, then you need to get him in your lineups. If Crab is in, I would fade him. So let's see, I don't see. All right, we'll go back and check that status later. And same thing with Craig that I went over at small forward. If Gomez is out, he's a must play. If Gomez is in, then he's still listed as questionable. So check those. If those two guys are going to be out, I'm definitely going to Craig and then this guy here. So another person of value that people are talking about is Carroll. I just don't think the consistency's there. I'm afraid of these Brooklyn guys. Just production versus minutes played. You just never know how many minutes they're going to get, and that scares me a little bit. So moving on down to center. My favorite center of the night is Jokic. If you can get him in, get him in. If you can't fit him in, looking for some value at center, Deedman is going to be your option here at 56. Also seeing some stuff with Jared Allen, but once again, you just never know with Jared Allen and Brooklyn and how long they're going to play and yada, yada, yada. So you got to be careful with that. If you get an inside tip and you find out who's going to be starting and who's going to be playing the most minutes, go with those guys. If you don't, they just have a huge rotation, and it's hard to pick who's going to play on any given night. So that's who I'm liking so far. We're going to go down and see if Crab has changed his status. Can't get my fingers right here. All right, Crab, if he is out, he's still listed as questionable. He's missed 2 games. He's been upgraded to questionable after entering the team's previous game with the doubtful tag. So check this as it gets closer to lock. 7:30 start time. See what Crab is up to. And like I said, if he's out, you need to play the next guy in line. And same thing, if Gomez is out, go ahead and get Craig in there. I'll probably have some exposure to Craig regardless because he's just been, when he's in there, he's been getting some minutes. But the more minutes he can get, the better chance he has of reaching his potential and getting us 5 times our value. So that's the way I'm going with things tonight. And I'll make several lineups, just plugging these guys in. I'll be playing pretty much these guys in every lineup unless for some reason I end up with a crazy amount of money left over and I need to find somebody that's more valuable. But this should be pretty much all I'm going to go with. And I hope this helps you all, and good luck tonight.